Taurus, hello Taurus. Quick energy message for you. Well, I say quick, Taurus, but we're gonna chit chat a little bit and just kind of take our time and go through your energy message and look at the astrology chart and just how all of this energy, this planetary alignment with Venus in Libra right now. We're just gonna look at how all of that just kind of reflects you and you what's going on right now and your energy and some of this energy that you're feeling, and maybe you don't know what it is, or maybe you do and you just need some clarity, you just need some confirmation. Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about today. All right, so Taurus, I pulled some tarot cards for you. I have some things to be aware of, some affirmation cards, and just some things to focus on for the rest of the month. And then we're going to look at, like I said, the astrology chart. All right. So, Taurus, for you, the word that's coming through is stabilization and refinement. Okay. So, what does that mean? As I mentioned in the previous video, Venus is sitting in the sign of Libra. Okay. So, Libra being all about balance and things wanting to be in harmony, right? And there's a very comfortable magnetic energy when Venus is sitting in Libra because she's comfortable there, all right? It just feels right. And Taurus, you are the sign to me of just comfort and stability, right? Just wanting to kind of ground and center, but things have to feel good. They have to feel natural to you. They have to feel welcoming and inviting and safe. Okay, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. So for you, Venus in Libra is going to reflect, it could reflect and highlight relationships. Okay, if you're in a partnership, it's maybe time when the relationship becomes a mirror, which can be a good thing, depending on where you are as far as your emotional maturity. Okay, I'll be honest, because I say that because things may be reflected back to you from your partner, and if it's chaotic and you're looking at it in a more aware with a sense of awareness, you may understand that if there is blockages in communication with my partner, so to speak, maybe that's an indicator that I need to change my approach as to how I'm communicating with this person, or it can show you how you have shifted and matured to a level that, unfortunately for some of us, we get in situations where if you may be in a season or in a relationship. It could be a work relationship, it could be a romantic relationship, a friendship, where things have just run their course, and you may find that you have outgrown this person or this situation or this job or path, whatever you may be on. It may be time for you to make some changes, okay? Some things that are working better for you. So as Venus is sitting in the sign of Libra for you, Taurus, that's some things that you're reflecting on. Does this work for me now? How is this energy reflecting back to me? And what are the changes that I need to make in this season, all right, as I move forward? And we're closing out a cycle, right? We're closing out the end of the year. So there's a lot of reflection going on for you, Taurus. Reflection and refinement. Reflection, refinement, and stabilization. Those were the words I was hearing for you. Right now, your dreams may be highlighted. Like the things that are going on in your waking world when you go to sleep, they may be amplified. I'm feeling for some of you, it may appear as if it's like nightmares or just like night terrors, things that they're not favorable for you. For some of you, there may even be a fear. But I would just say to you to keep a dream journal, write things down, because what I'm feeling is that it's a projection for you of what's really happening in your awake world, right? Your awake life. Our dreams are very significant, and I feel that when we dream, that's another part of our life, right? That's playing out. And then our dreams are, there's a lot of symbolism, right? You may be having a lot of water dreams, which may signify, emotions, right? Things may be chaotic in your dream, which may signify that you don't feel safe or there's no clarity, right? So those are just some things to point out. You repeating numbers like 222, you may be seeing that a lot, Taurus, and you're being reminded to just trust the process. 2 is about things coming into balance. So yeah, the divine is just asking you to just trust the process, but also, reflect and ask questions, right? Ask your spirit team, what is this? What is this? What am I, why do I keep having this dream? Or, go within, meditate on it, but write things down so that you can process the information and not just sweep it under the rug and suppress it, okay? Because there's a feeling that it's going to just continue to amplify, and there's going to be a feeling of it's getting worse if you don't reflect on it and, really just understand what it is from a higher perspective, okay? So balance rather than push, okay, is going to be your mantra. I balance rather than push. The tarot card pull you have is the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, which is earth energy. So that's your energy. Beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very grounded, okay? She feels very supported, okay? And it came out in the reverse, so that's good. For a lot of you, you may feel very comfortable, very supported, but there's still this feeling of, I'm comfortable here, but, there's always things we can do differently, right? Even if things may be working, but you're questioning, but can they be better, okay? And there's nothing wrong with questioning that. The Queen of Pentacles energy invites you to take a look at long term. Like, okay, if I'm comfortable now and I feel safe now, but what does this look like as I invest more of my time, energy, and attention into this person, this place, or this thing? What does it look like for me as far as a long-term investment? Okay, because we invest our time, our energy, our attention, our love energy, so you just want to make sure that you're putting that into the right people, places, and things that's going to give you a long-term benefit. All right, so that's what I have for you. Also, I'm sorry, I have pulled some cards from just some things to be aware of as well, Taurus. So one of them, you have the card of integrity. Okay. And most of us know what integrity means, but this card talks about demonstrating that integrity and stepping into your truth, right? And being honest with yourself, right? Because that being honest and being truthful with yourself aligns with your soul, right? Aligns with your core beliefs and values. And if it does not, right, then that's going to be reflected as well. And for some of you that may be having, very chaotic dreams, that may be a reflection that something feels off in your wake life, right? And so you just need to pay attention to that. It says you demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul, and you manifest love in every action, okay? So it projects out of you, all right? So for some of you, that's something to be aware of. I'm feeling some of you need to maybe work on that. Maybe you're showing up for others, but how are you showing up for yourself, all right? And then you also have the energy of transformation. And it says you use the power of love to move through illusion and shift into awareness. For some of you, there's the energy right now, Taurus, you need to do that, okay? You need to understand that it's okay for you to grow, for you to transform or transition into being a better you. And that's okay. And that because you may not sit in alignment with certain people, certain behaviors, you may not go to certain places anymore because it doesn't align anymore today with your core beliefs and values. Maybe that has shifted and you become more self-aware, and that's okay. You don't have to be the same in every season. We're supposed to grow, right? And we hear the word glow up, but we're supposed to grow into becoming a better as we grow spiritually, we're supposed to reflect that. So the things that you have learned, your life experiences, are pushing you to stand in that, right? Stand in your power, and don't be afraid of that. All right, Taurus? So that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. If you want to look a little deeper, speak to me, one-on-one, you can comment reading, or, I'm ready to, talk to you, go a little deeper, and then I'll send you what you need to book a personal reading with me. All right. So I will talk to you soon, Taurus. Peace, love, and light.